Put it on my wrist and rest it. Your boogie party?
No, I'm not on nobody's party.
I'm gonna invite you to a boogie party.
Hey, dude, this boogie murder?
Yeah. Boogie.
What all we got? We got Band-Aids. What is this? Oh, gloves. For oxide. I don't know what you got alcohol for. Alcohol. Because that's going to burn. That's going to burn. The alcohol. Oh, and you got it.
Oh, put that on that truck.
You ready? No, because y'all don't have no numbing cream. I was supposed to have some numbing cream. I don't even much have no numbing cream. So we gonna go across the street for real? No, to another store to find me some numbing cream.
Yeah.
He really playing with me. I really need some numbing cream. Alright, y'all. So we gonna surprise Ronick and his they don't even much know we finna even much do this.
Tell Ronick to eat us.
Travis, what you got to say? Because you look like you just...
He just retarded.
So if I don't get me no number cream, then we not doing this because.
Pay for that, bro. Come on. Bring your ass home.
All right, anyway, get this camera.
What you do, bud?
You got your own stuff that you just got chance to get out the house and you want to drink all my water.
I can't drink all your water.
No.
Need some of your stuff.
Okay, what is it? Stop lying.
A bun?
If you got me one, I'm gonna give you a big old.
Right, get find that sucker for it, bro.
I think you would have just bought yourself two.
I got you one. For real. I really did.
You a big old.
And I'm gonna give you a big old D.
Come on, man. What you trying to be?
Man, I don't like the way he be moving, bro. I don't like your energy, bro. Man, really?
Dang, what's going on?
What's going on with you? And this been 2 days straight now, bro. Like your energy. Feelings for real, bro. Didn't I tell you that earlier? Now she noticing. When she noticing, it's gonna be trouble.
It's all right, bro. Keep your head up.
Ooh, put that big thing in your mouth, baby.
I got you.
Put that big thing in your mouth.
Give me one second.
Oh,
give me a kiss. You bought me a lot of fun.
Here, and as you see, it's somewhere here. What the hell is it? I can't even talk right now, but you know, I'm just going with the flow. Come on. All right. So,
Wait.
So, maybe somewhere here, okay? So, okay.
First of all,
you gotta clean the air before you put that. So, you supposed to do it, bro? Yeah. You sure you supposed to do it? Oh,
I mean, in the doctor, they do the same thing we about to do here. Like, they don't just give me medicine.
So what if he cut you the wrong way? I'm not. That's the damn problem. What you thinking?
Don't play.
I ain't gonna play with no one.
Don't play it. Oh, I say bell. Chill out.
All right,
You ain't doing nothing. First of all, you make sure you clean the little hole. Because that's where you gotta cut it at.
Ooh, it's gonna hurt. All right, now apply really.
You the doctor.
All right, well, apply this another cream.
They said a thin layer, man. Okay, keep rubbing it in.
Like, what did y'all come up with? Are you ready for this?
I'm really not ready. I just put some earphones in the phone.
No, just look at it.
No!
That's the wheel.
You sure?
I'm in my face.
Boy, stop lying. I'm not even much known.
Take that one off. It's crazy, bro. I hope we succeed.
I hope so too. Well, I'm gonna have to really go to the
Are you ready?
I wasn't ready. Oh my God. Wait.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, we're not.
Wait, bro, don't cut me hard. Bro, wait, just make sure it's poking out. Oh my God. You gotta let it, like, you gotta let the movie.
No, you just do it. Wait, that's what I'm saying. She's so scared, bro.
Because I'm scared,
Okay, stop
bro.
being scared, Jaleel.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jaleel, move your hand, okay?
Wait, bro.
You can't be doing that.
It's not happening to you, it's happening to me. Okay.
I better touch it yet.
I'm scared, come on. Alright, Max, for real. Wait.
That's not real. I hear it gone. See, you don't hurt.
Yes, it do.
Just don't think about it.
Max, ow.
Don't. Don't think about it.
Shut up. You think for nothing, you don't even worry.
It's not supposed to.
What is it? So nice like
It's just that a fucking.
so straight out. I can remember it. Your first feel like pina colada.
No, it's not.
Whip me a piece of paper towel over here so I can
A real doctor.
I'm a fucking doctor. I'm Dr. Arnold.
I'm so scared.
No, Dr. Bob.
Can't go doctor. Look at me.
I'm sweating.
It don't hurt that bad, bro.
No. Y'all see me when I get shots at the doctor.
They hurt.
I be boom. It's like, how old are you up to? 19? She said, oh, I know you lying.
What? I thought your birthday.
No, this was when I had when I went to the hospital or something.
I was talking about your age.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't say it right.
Bro, oh my God.
It's like I'm only saying half of my words.
This ain't no word.
So what they doing?
What is you doing?
He cutting out her control.
Wait.
Oh, what?
You ever heard of the nigga penis? It's like this small little straw. Had it for like 3 years. And it's my 3rd year.
Dang.
So y'all watch YouTube tutorial for this?
I've been watching it since the 2nd year I had. I was like, I'm ready to take this out.
You both take it like that.
Hold up.
Do you see it? Do you see the white thing?
Let's see it.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
same. I'm saying, like, do you see the white?
We got a few more layers of skin to go.
Bro, I
This is weird. Ain't nobody getting hurt.
but it's a versatile, like,
It's like busting a pimple, a big one on your.
I can't look. Y'all keep talking to me for real. So,
So,
when we doing our next photo shoot,
so why you look like that?
you know the overall thing, like the overall outfit that I seen, I really want to do one. But I want to do it like in the daytime.
Why you
Always dying.
Shut up. Keep talking.
We gonna do it soon.
What is it doing?
Pull that thing out.
Just don't think about the pain.
I think you might be something else. Alright, keep talking.
So, why did you wear that big ass shirt?
Get away from
You see your future with
I
you.
think it's too deep.
What you think?
I think y'all crazy.
Ow, what you squeezing it for?
Yeah, hold it right there.
No, I can't hold it while. Man.
Y'all want some light?
No, y'all stop paying attention so much to it.
Yeah.
Break time.
No, ain't no break.
Break time.
Okay.
You finna kill me. Bro, what the?
Clean it. Clean it. Clean it. Face.
He not even much. It's closer to. Ow! Bro, what the?
Clean it. Clean it. Clean it.
You finna kill me.
Clean.
Oh my God, you take it down for that. I'm great.
And I think y'all crazy too. What is that about?
Wait, I'm getting sick.
I'm on this. I'm getting that baby.
You say you was over that lady who was you over there bitch that up on.
What you really is? Well, that's the thing right there. You supposed to cut it. Slice it up. That thing is like one more layer.
Bro, that hurts. You squeezing it for what?
Shit.
You don't see it. I wish I was asleep.
Oh, we right there. You see? Look, you see it? We're right there. Oh,
Wait.
hold up.
Wait.
Hey, no, you see it. We're right there, Jaleel.
Hey, this video is blurry.
Oh, you gotta hit the middle. Hit the middle. Like the screen. You gotta tap the screen. There you go. All right, leave that light on, because I see it. And you see it too, don't you? Just like that.
Ow, why you squeezing?
Is it back, folks?
Oh my God. Y'all talk to me, please. Talk to me.
I ain't never ever want to talk to you.
Wait a minute, wait, because you did that too hard.
You want a teddy bear to hold or something?
Yes, give me something. Oh my God, that shit burns. Is that the alcohol?
Oh, shit.
Bro, why y'all agree to do this?
Chest, it's almost over. You can hold it.
No, it's not. That ain't even my dick. That's my meat.
That's it. Just squeezing that.
That's my meat.
No, that is it. I'm telling you, that is it.
Just let them finish it.
No, bro, that's so hurt.
No problem, baby.
Bro.
Give her that teddy bear, bro. Hold your other arm around there and choke it. It's right under your mouth.
Wait, can y'all please talk to me for real?
Talk to her.
No, I'm talking about making conversation.
Telling me what we haven't seen. Talk to her. So where would you like to travel? Get your money up. Cancun? What they got there?
It's just really...
Jaleel, it's right there, and you're
No,
steady
it's not.
just
You
pushing
saying
me
it's right
away.
there like 7 customers. But it's hurt. I don't think we're supposed to be doing this.
So,
That's alcohol?
It look nasty.
it is.
Alright, so is Jazz, she got a ride? Like, do I have to call her an Uber or... Oh my God, wait, that hurt. That one hurt, for real. That hurt, that for real. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt too bad, though, for real. That hurt too bad. Look, my skin getting irritated. That's what that shit hurt.
Let's see. How you want to give up?
Oh my God, I need some of them.
Can you give up? There's no brand you put number plate on it now.
Inject people with numb and stuff before they do this.
No bro?
Yeah!
Did we fail?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
You want to keep going up to you?
Let me see how far it is. I don't know what's
I got it worse.
What?
But I promise
He went to sleep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah, they ain't gonna. I was up.
Oh, what's about to do?
But they gave me special tools.
Why don't y'all go to the doctor right now? No, we gotta heal now.
Oh, so what you want me to do?
Cause I go get it. I just get it. You want me to get it or what?
That's why I told you.
You know, the doctors be using certain knives,
No,
bro.
they don't.
What is it? Scalpel. You go look up. They got a scalpel. But this is a regular blade. It's just like a steel. We get in there with
Man,
this.
that's so bad.
What I doing then?
Fuck this shit. Let's get it. Fuck this shit. Hey, girl, you gonna hurt yourself.
I hurt myself now.
Good.
Oh my God.
Do it?
You gonna do it or what? I don't want to be hurt.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Cause I need somebody to wipe right quick. Hey, get this capital, come wipe while I'm coming. Oh, she got it.
She got it.
She got it on.
Ooh, wait.
You ready?
No.
Go, bro. You got to cut.
Wait.
No, don't. Shut.
Oh, hell no. That would hurt it. For real, yes. Man, it's getting too
Okay, we failed you two. I guess we gonna have to go to the real doctor.
I can't just let it go. It's like,
Yeah, cause it's getting closer.
man, I can't do that. For real. I can't even much do a needle. What makes you think I can do this at home? I don't know why I do much.
It looks like something trying to come out. Something trying to come out.
You got to push.
If I tweezers. We needed that stuff that man had. Like, yes.
Damn,
Here you go, Jaleel.
let my money out.
That's for being a good sport, okay?
A good sport. I was screaming that morning.
What up, Murphy? What you think?
Man, don't try this at home.
What up?
Go to the midnight.
Oh, about the bad one.
Drop down.
Head ass gang, head ass gang, head ass gang, head ass gang, head ass gang. On that head ass gang. No butter head ass, biscuit head ass, sausage head.
Welcome to Care Talk. I'm David Williams, President of Health Business Group.
And I'm John Driscoll, the CEO of CareCentrics. So David, Amazon's been consuming a lot of oxygen recently about healthcare. What do you think the impact of the triumvirate, the Hydra triumvirate of J.P. Morgan and Berkshire and the dreaded Amazon for healthcare?
You know, I think people are overstating the potential here. And I think really what they should do, you know, people think, great, I have all these problems in healthcare. You guys, why don't you solve it with your communication about a million employees? What I think they're going to do, here's what I think they should do, John. Keep it narrow, keep it on what Amazon is good at, and basically force the provider organizations to be more patient-centric. Do things like, say, you have to have online scheduling, self-service scheduling. One patient portal, not like the 5 portals that I have.
Those are your big ideas.
Yeah. So these are what I think is doable. And the third is make better doctor reviews, okay? Keep it narrow. Don't try to solve everything or you're going to end up with nothing.
So I hear 2 things. One, it's not a threat. Second, it's repetition of the things that we've talked about before. I think that this is going to be a very big issue. I don't understand how you can bet against Jeff Bezos. I agree with you. I think most of the
Wait, you agree with me?
are going to be marginal. Okay. Are going to be around the Amazon effect, but it's going to start where you mentioned, and it's going to roil through the rest of healthcare. There are plenty of retired booksellers who thought that Amazon was a small idea and was going to do part-time, partial distribution of books at a low cost. I think Amazon is going to start at patient reviews, transparency, and price, and they're going to force a level of connectivity and consumer centricity that either healthcare systems are going to adapt to or die. In fact, I think they could be a totally new disintermediated distribution scheme for the rest of healthcare, because if they provide better access to information and care, they're going to be a huge fortinite. And I think I'd love to have James Conn in my weekend.
Yeah, it's like the Cerberus with the 3 dog heads, right? And
I don't call those guys dogs. they win.
So I think, John, actually, I don't think you're going to have that much of an impact. And this is what I would measure it. This is what I would measure it against as my baseline.
Okay.
They could just advocate for universal, single-payer health system. That's not going to happen. And it's going to get universal care. It's not going to be single-payer.
Why do you want to have those conversations about Obamacare and single-payer? That's ridiculous.
Because I think that because I don't think they're going to be that successful. You know, other people have tried before. Let's see where they go. I don't know, and I'm not really expecting that much.
Let's welcome in people who can provide exactly what you said as a starting point: online scheduling, access to a patient portal with all of your information, and better access to information. And then let's have them pull through service providers that provide transparent pricing, immediate access, and better feedback. That could be transformative to healthcare.
Right.
I don't know why you're so skeptical.
So we're talking about
need change.
We're talking about change. This is like small change, and when you're talking about 1 million employees or whatever they have, it's just like a little tiny health plan, like that big.
On margins in the sectors they've touched. Amazon is going to make a difference.
All right. So Amazon. I thought this was a 3-headed thing. So what's with Berkshire and J.P. Morgan? Are they just sort of like along for the ride as the wingmen, or are they make it a
hard to tell right now. There definitely are the wingmen in terms of Amazon could clearly provide technology, consumer centricity, and access, and be a distribution vehicle for healthcare. But you've also got two of the smartest people in American business who are enormously frustrated with what's going on for their employees, the pricing, the outcomes, the transparency. And I think they'd be incredibly powerful advocates for change around solutions to drive. Don't underestimate the truth.
You know, I think Amazon right now is very, very popular. A lot of people are cheering for them like you are. But maybe they're being smart here and trying to avoid the pushback of, hey, this monopolist is coming in and trying to hurt our business. And by having this coalition, they make it a little bit harder to isolate themselves.
Disruption always has enemies, but we need disruption. And I think that, again, I think you're underestimating Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett. And anyone who's done that historically has been roadkill.
Yuck. Do the Cerberuses eat roadkill, or do they only eat fresh meat?
Don't call them dogs, man.
So anyway, John, if we think about, great, this is commercial population, young, healthy people that work for companies, but the real costs are usually with older people with Medicare. So who's looking out for the retirees? Who's looking out for the Medicare beneficiaries?
Well, it's interesting that you initially are skeptical of how big an impact, and now you're wondering why they're not doing more. But we're not even going to get into that. But there's plenty of innovation in healthcare happening at the margins, as where disruption and innovation always happens. There's the independent living at home demo that Medicare did last year, which proved that with a little bit of cross-functional support, you can actually make sure your relatives and my relatives who are aging are much better served and more inexpensively served and much happier with care at home. You've got some very innovative Medicare Advantage and Medicaid managed care plans that are coming up with creative solutions on the ground that reflect the needs, mostly whether it's urban or rural, and coming up with innovative solutions, whether it's telemedicine or services from nurses that are providing more service and helping folks actually heal and age at home. There's a number of solutions like that are emerging, and I think they're going to be augmented by technology. We're just not hearing about it because it's not hitting the center of healthcare, but those innovations are emerging, and I think they're going to be relevant.
Well, John, I do think that also the bundled payments for care, the PCI advances is a good idea.
You focus on payment, I focus
the idea of looking at the whole episode instead of just paying at the point of service for, like, you get this to the patient, you get that to the patient, you get paid for it. The idea that someone gets paid to take care of the patient to help them get better is much more aligned with what the patient wants and needs. So I don't think people give me a hard time about that.
Well, I think that what's relevant about that, I mean, I think it's the point, which is
what else?
It's less about the form of the policy, BCPI, value-based. It's really healthcare on a budget. Anything that moves us to healthcare on a budget, where
that sounds like rationing, John.
Transparency.
Rationing.
No.
Death panels.
Transparency. Yeah, you're just
John, death panel.
You were supposed to look at the good news is your guy threw those the panels that would evaluate care out. Don't
talk about Mr. Trump like that.
There's anything that moves us to healthcare on a budget where consumers and employers can understand what they're paying for and they get information on how well it works is a good thing. And all this kind of healthcare tail around BCPI this or whatever. Bundles are important, value is important, but really it's the basics. Why can't healthcare function like every other aspect of the economy and provide a fair price and transparency and outcomes? I mean, David, don't hide behind complexity.
I'll try not to. All right, John. So speaking about healthcare on a budget, let's move over to the UK, where your most famous and favorite magazine, which sometimes calls itself a newspaper, The Economist, talked about a revolution in healthcare that's coming through data. And they said, for example, the doctor will be you now because the data is going to
It's ridiculous.
The data is going to allow for self-diagnosis and for really empowering
I don't
the
want
patient.
you diagnosing me or you. I mean, you don't want unprofessional, unqualified people with an iPad saying, I've got a new diagnosis. There is a relevance to big data, and there is a relevance to new tools. We're finding a lot more about cancer isn't one disease, it's thousands of diseases, even within the different disease categories. Where all of that big data stuff is going to go is that the amount of information relevant to patient care is doubling every few years where it used to double every decade. We're going to leverage practitioners, providers are going to leverage that information to provide patient-specific solutions, but I don't want either you or me diagnosing our care. We don't want to. We still need professional experts who are going to provide that, but if they're going to be augmented by the data, the economist, again, is wrong.
Well, John, okay, let's take away that point about self-diagnosis, where I tend to agree with you. But in terms of helping the patient,
brought it up.
I brought it up because I liked it when it said, the doctor will be you. But is it the doctor will be you? Is the doctor will be you?
You're missing the point.
That's what I am.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, but John, the patient, forget about diagnosis, but in terms of management of the treatment, okay, and having the patient be able to participate with the doctor, having the technology and the data should allow the patient to be able to express their own preferences, to be able to help to evaluate possibilities relative to what they actually care about.
I think patient opinion matters. Mixing their own bags of chemo and other drugs and then self-administering based on